Let me ask you something. Do you ever feel like life is a constant whirlwind? That no matter how hard you try to keep things in order, there's always something else demanding your attention. You wake up to a to-do list that never ends, notifications buzzing nonstop, people asking for more and more from you. And in the middle of it all, where are you? Where is your peace? We live in a world that thrives on distraction. We're always connected, always busy, always running. We're bombarded by information, by demands, by expectations. From work to family, to social media, to the pressure to be more, do more, have more, it's overwhelming. Every day we are told we need to be bigger, faster, smarter, more successful. But what's the cost? Ask yourself this. Is all this complexity really helping you, or is it weighing you down? What if I told you that the key to true freedom, clarity, and peace isn't more, but less? What if simplifying your life, removing the unnecessary, was the secret to unlocking everything you've been chasing? Simplicity is not about doing less just for the sake of it. It's about getting rid of everything that isn't serving you so you can focus on what truly matters. Simplicity isn't a restriction, it's a power. It's like clearing the fog from a path, making it easier to walk in the direction you've always wanted to go. Imagine how much lighter you would feel if you didn't carry around the weight of every single expectation, every distraction, every obligation. What could you do with that kind of freedom? Think of simplicity like a clear, open road stretching out before you. When there are no distractions, no clutter, no detours, you can see exactly where you need to go. It's not that the road is easy, it's that you know the direction. In contrast, living in complexity is like walking through a dense forest, full of branches, vines, and obstacles that keep you from seeing path ahead. Every step becomes harder. The more you try to keep up with the demands of the world, the further you get from your true destination. Simplicity allows you to focus on the essentials, what truly brings you joy, what truly serves your purpose. It clears the path, giving you the clarity and the energy to move forward with purpose and confidence. Let's be real. The time to simplify your life is now. If you keep living chasing after everything, taking on more than you can handle, constantly overwhelmed, you're going to miss out on the life you were meant to live. This complexity will steal your joy, your peace, and your power. You might think, I'll simplify when things calm down. But let me tell you something, life won't calm down on its own. The world will keep throwing more at you. And if you don't take control, it will keep you stuck in the same exhausting cycle. Now is the time to make a change. Now is the time to take control of your life and start living with intention. Because if you don't, you'll keep running in circles, always chasing the next thing, but never feeling truly fulfilled. Modern life is a nonstop hustle. We are constantly juggling work, relationships, commitments, and responsibilities. And yet, with all that we do, we still feel like we're falling behind, like there's always more to be done. But have you ever stopped to ask yourself, why does it have to be this way? What if there was another way to live? What if you didn't have to be constantly stressed, constantly busy, constantly chasing something? What if your life could be simpler? The truth is, we often create our own chaos. We let ourselves get swept up in the whirlwind of demands. We fill our time with things that don't matter and wear ourselves out in the process. We live in a constant state of urgency, never stopping to ask if what we're doing is even important. The truth is, complexity doesn't just come from outside forces. It comes from within us. Overthinking, fear, comparison. These are the things that make life harder than it needs to be. We overthink every decision, worry about the future, fear what others might think, and before we know it, our minds are overwhelmed with noise and fear. Fear is one of the most powerful forces that creates complexity in our lives. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of missing out. All these fears push us to make choices that keep stuck in a complicated, exhausting cycle. Let me tell you something. If you let fear and overthinking control your life, you'll never experience the freedom you deserve. You'll be stuck in a prison of your own making, constantly chasing things that don't bring you peace. Every extra worry, Every ounce of stress, every unnecessary complication is like adding another stone to your backpack. At first it might not feel so bad, but over time those stones add up, and soon that backpack becomes too heavy to carry. You feel tired, drained, burned out. You can't focus. Your relationships suffer. Your health suffers. And no matter how hard you try to keep up, you feel like you're falling behind. The weight of complexity is crushing you, and it's time to put that backpack down. Here's the harsh truth. A complicated life will cost you everything. It will cost you your peace of mind, your health, your happiness. It will cost you time with your loved ones. It will cost you your ability to grow, to enjoy the present, to live fully. Ask yourself, is that the life you want? Is that the life you deserve? Or are you ready for something better? Something simpler. It's time to let go of the things that no longer serve you and create space for the things that truly matter. Simplicity is not just about doing less. It's about focusing on what truly matters. It's about making room for the things that add meaning to your life and letting go of everything that doesn't. Think of simplicity like a blank canvas. With your time, your energy, your focus defines your masterpiece. Simplicity isn't a limitation. It's a liberation. It gives you the space to breathe, to focus, to grow. When you remove the distractions, you stop reacting to life and start living intentionally. You start choosing where to put your energy and attention, and that's when everything changes. What would it feel like to live life by design, not by default? To say the things that matter and no to the things that drain you? That's the power of simplicity. When you simplify your life, you gain something incredibly valuable: clarity. When the clutter is gone, you can see clearly what's in front of you. No more distractions, no more second guessing. You become laser focused on what truly matters. Have you ever tried to work with 1,000 tabs open in your mind? Have you ever felt overwhelmed by the endless options, decisions, and distractions? It's exhausting, isn't it? That's the weight of complexity. But simplicity brings focus. It brings peace of mind. You don't need a million options. You need one clear, focused path. And when you simplify, you give yourself the gift of clarity. The peace that comes with knowing where you're going. The freedom to move forward without the noise. Think of a laser beam, narrow, focused, powerful. That's the power of simplicity. With clarity comes strength. With focus comes progress. Imagine living with intention every single day, waking up knowing exactly what you want, exactly what matters, and exactly what your priorities are. When you simplify, you make space for intentional living. You stop reacting to the world around you, and you start creating your own path. Living intentionally means being fully present in every moment. It means making decisions based on your values, not your fears or your distractions. It means investing in the people and things that will help you grow and letting go of the rest. Look at people who live intentionally. They are not running around in circles. They are calm, focused, fulfilled. They know where they're headed, and they're not wasting time or energy on things that don't matter. That's the beauty of simplicity. It gives you the ability to live with purpose, to invest in what's truly important, and to let go of the rest. Simplifying your life doesn't have to be complicated. It's not about making huge, dramatic changes overnight. It's about taking small, deliberate steps every day to remove the unnecessary and focus on what matters. Start with your physical space. Clean out the clutter. Get rid of the things that no longer serve you. Your space reflects your mind. If your environment is chaotic, your mind will be too. When you declutter, you create room for peace, focus, and clarity. Next, cut out distractions. Say no to the things that drain your energy and say yes to the things that align with your purpose. Stop checking your phone every few minutes. Stop responding to every demand. Prioritize what matters most and let go of everything else. A quote set about letting go of what no longer serves you. Clear out the excess, whether it's material possessions, mental clutter, or toxic relationships. and create space for the things that bring you joy, peace, and growth. When you clear the clutter, you make room for the life you've always dreamed of. Here's the first step to simplifying your life. Get crystal clear on what truly matters. What is the one thing that you cannot live without? What is the core of your happiness? What would your life look like if you focused only on the things that matter most? Take a moment to reflect. Look at your life. What are you spending your time and energy on? What are you chasing? Are those things really what you want, or are you just going through the motions? When you identify what truly matters, you can begin to align your actions with your purpose. You can start saying yes to the things that bring you joy and no to the things that just fill up space. This is your life. It's time to take ownership of it. You can't say yes to everything, and you don't need to. The power of simplicity lies in learning to say no. We often say yes to things out of obligation, fear, or the need to please others. But saying yes to everything means you're saying no to what matters most. It's time to eliminate the unnecessary. Let go of the commitments that drain you. Let go of the toxic relationships that weigh you down. Let go of the possessions that clutter your space and your mind. Ask yourself, what's holding you back? What's dragging you down? What can you remove from your life that would create more space for growth, for peace, for joy? Simplifying means removing the things that don't serve you. It's about freeing up your time, energy, and focus so you can invest in what really matters. The key to a simplified life is consistency. It's not about doing everything at once. It's about making small, consistent changes every day. These small steps will add up over time and lead to massive transformation. Start building habits that support your simpler life. Prioritize sleep, get regular exercise, set boundaries, declutter a little each day. Consistency is the key to making these changes stick. And remember, it's not about perfection, it's about progress. Even on the days when you don't feel like it, take one small step forward. It's the consistent actions day in and day out that will lead to lasting change. Finally, stop waiting for the perfect moment. Stop waiting for everything to fall into place. Life is not about perfection, it's about growth. It's about taking small steps forward, learning from your mistakes, and improving every day. Simplicity is like planting a seed. You can't rush the process. You can't force it to grow faster. But if you give it the right care, the right environment, and the right time, it will grow, and so will you. It quotes Sab to stop obsessing over perfection and start embracing growth. Stop waiting for everything to be just right and start acting now. Because the moment you start moving forward, the moment you start simplifying, that's when everything begins to fall into place. Let me ask you something. Have you ever felt that knot in your stomach when you think about change? That fear of failure creeping in, making you doubt your decisions, your ability to follow through? Or maybe it's the fear of missing out. What will you lose if you simplify? What will you have to leave behind? Here's the truth. Change is hard. No one's denying that. Stepping into something new, something different, brings discomfort. And let's be honest, the fear of judgment can be overwhelming. What will people think? Why you're making these changes? Staying stuck in complexity is even harder. The chaos, the confusion, the weight of it all, it will drain you. You'll be stuck on a treadmill, always running but never moving forward. The fear of change may feel paralyzing, but the fear of being stuck forever is far worse. You've got to make a choice. Will you let fear control you, or will you take control of your own life and move forward? The choice is yours. Remember, this change may be hard, but it's the only way forward. Resilience is the foundation of any transformation. It's what will keep you going when things get tough, when the world tries to pull you back into complexity. It's about having the strength to get up when you fall, to keep pushing forward when you want to quit. Think about a time when you faced adversity. Maybe it was a personal struggle, a challenge at work, or a moment when everything seemed impossible, but you pushed through. Why? Because you had resilience. You understood that growth comes with discomfort. And you didn't let that discomfort stop you. When you simplify your life, you will face resistance. It's inevitable. But the key is breaking down the big task of change into small, manageable steps. Don't try to overhaul your entire life in one day. Start with one small change. One thing to let go of. One thing to simplify. Take that first step and the next one will follow. And as you take those small steps, you'll find your resilience growing. You'll realize that you're stronger than you thought, more capable than you believed. Resilience is what will carry you through the hard times and keep you on the path of simplicity. Here, quote, "As something I want you to remember, resistance is like a storm. At first it feels overwhelming. You don't know if you can handle it. It feels like the whole world is pushing against you, but storms don't last forever. They are temporary. And when they pass, you're left standing stronger, more grounded and ready to keep moving forward." Think of the last time you went through a tough time. In the moment, it felt like it would never end. But eventually, the storm passed. You made it through. And now you're stronger for it. That's what resistance is. It's temporary, it's uncomfortable, but it's not permanent. When you're on the path to simplicity, you will face storms. There will be moments when you want to quit, when the fear seems too much, when the obstacle is insurmountable. But remember, the storm will pass. Stay the course. Keep pushing forward. The peace, the clarity, the freedom you're seeking is on the other side. The key to a simplified life isn't grand gestures or overnight transformations. It's consistency. It's the small steps taken every single day that will add up and lead to a big change. Are you willing to take those small steps every day? Are you ready to build habits of simplicity that will transform your life? You don't have to do it all at once. It's not about perfection. It's about showing up day after day and making small changes that align with the life you want to create. Think of it like planting a tree. You don't see the growth every day. It's slow, it's steady, but over time, those small steps will lead to a massive transformation. The tree grows stronger with each passing day until one day you look up and you realize how far you've come. That quote is the power of consistency. Each small step you take, each little change you make, will lead you to the life of simplicity and freedom that you've been longing for. So don't wait for the perfect moment. Take the first step today, and then the next, and the next. This is it. Right now, in this very moment, you have the power to change your life. You have the power to strip away everything that's holding you back, to simplify your life, and to start living with purpose. Too many of us wait for the right time. We tell ourselves, but tomorrow never comes. Today is the day to take action. Today is the day to start simplifying your life. Don't wait for everything to be perfect. Don't wait for the stars to align. Start now. What's one thing you can do today to simplify your life? What's one small step you can take? It's time to stop waiting and start doing. This is your moment. Take it. Simplicity is not just about doing less. It's about doing what matters most. It's about clearing the clutter, both in your life and in your mind, so that you can focus on the things that truly bring you joy, purpose, and fulfillment. When you simplify your life, you free yourself. You free yourself from stress, from distractions, from the constant chase for more. You gain clarity, you gain peace of mind, and most importantly, you gain control. Let me say it again. Simplicity is the key. Simplicity will set you free. Simplicity will give you control over your life. The more you embrace simplicity, will give you control over your life. The more you embrace simplicity, the more you will realize that you have the power to create the life you've always wanted. Imagine a life where you wake up every day with clarity, with purpose, with peace. Imagine living without the weight of unnecessary obligations, distractions, and worries. Simplify your life and watch how everything you desire begins to unfold before you. You have the power to make this happen. Start today. Take the first step. Take a moment. Close your eyes and think about one area of your life that could use some simplification. It could be your work, your relationships, your space, your mindset. What's one thing you can remove right now to make your life easier? Write it down. Commit to it. Make it your first step toward a simpler, more focused life. Here are some questions for you to reflect on. What's one thing you can eliminate today to simplify your life? What's one small action you can take right now to begin simplifying your mind, your environment, or your schedule? Don't just think about it. Take action. Decide now and start taking steps toward a simpler, more powerful life. This is your time. Simplify, focus, and watch how everything you want will begin to fall into place.